What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to MemeGC. That's right, this week we've got a really cool new team for you, and this is actually featuring Dhelmise and Scizor, two things that you don't really see in VGC all that much. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this is not my team. This was made by Eeks TV. He is an awesome VGC player and team builder and all that good stuff. Link to his Twitter and the original team and all that good stuff will be down in the description below. So you will also have a Pokepaste, and of course the team code will be at the end of the video. So let's talk about the team for just a little bit. We've got Swords Dance Lumberry Scizor, which is pretty awesome. You know, that helps us if we were to get burned. That helps our attack not to get lowered, anything like that. And then Protect, of course, is the last one. Steel Roller Azumarill, which is awesome on this squad that can set terrain pretty easily, right? So you max the Hatterene, you just go for max Expanding Force, and then you reset Psychic Terrain. Then you go for Steel Roller, which is amazing. Dhelmise can also set Grassy Terrain and use Grassy Glide. I didn't even realize this thing got Grassy Glide, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, with the Steelworker ability, Steel Roller hits like an absolute truck on Dhelmise. But again, it's really slow, so this is a hard Trick Room squad. And then we've got, you know, Hat Indeedee, big rip to Indeedee, which won't be around much longer. And then a Porygon 2, which also will not be around much longer. So yeah, I think that this is a pretty cool squad. It's a really fun take on hard Trick Room, and so I can't wait to try it out for you guys. So make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to subscribe if you are new, and make sure to share. Today I would like to go ahead and set a goal for us for the channel, right? So my birthday's coming up, right? My birthday's coming up soon. I'm not gonna say when it is just yet, but I want us to get 150 subs by my birthday. I don't think that that's too terribly crazy. I think right now we're sitting right below 140. So like 11, 12, 13 subs, somewhere in there. That's all I'm asking by my birthday, which is somewhat soon, but we've got time. So let's see if we can't make that goal. So thank you again for watching. And of course, share the video. Let's jump into it. All right, first match of the day. And we've got a lot of the usual suspects in Rillaboom and Togekiss, Cinderace, you know, all that stuff that's getting banned here soon, which is kind of crazy to say the stuff's getting banned from VGC, but yeah, so let's see, what do we like about this matchup? Rillaboom seems to be kind of an issue, but Dhelmise is really nice for it, but Dhelmise also doesn't like Cinderace, so Cinderace is our biggest issue. So let's lead Hat Indeedee. Let's bring Azu, and then we want either Dhelmise or Scizor, I think is our best answer here. Which is better here, Dhelmise or Scizor? Probably Dhelmise, right? Because if we don't bring Dhelmise, then we don't have anything for Blastoise. Yeah, let's go Dhelmise. And we'll see if we want to max the Hatterene, that's a maybe. If we want to max the we may max the Dhelmise instead. But yeah, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what interesting strategies you think are going to end up being popular with all the bans that we talked about in Friday's video. So if you missed Friday's video, that'll be up in the iCard above. But we talked about all the bans that are actually coming to, that are coming very soon to VGC. So this looks like Follow Me Shell Smash. You know, that's kind of scary. But Hat Indeedee is not too bad because obviously this is a pretty free Trick Room. We also have Safeguard on this set, which is pretty cool. You don't see that all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just Follow Me Trick Room. It's pretty obvious, but I don't really think there's a whole lot of like counterplay right now. But I could see Follow Me. Oh, we just see the straight Water Spout. All right. That's gonna hurt, but we're still gonna get our... We should still be able to get our Trick Room off here. We are perfect. We do take a lot of damage for it, so I mean, it was not free by any means, but it also is good to know that the Blastoise is the fastest thing on the field, so that's also a good thing. So we have a couple of options here. I really, honestly, right now is when I wish we had Protect on Hatterene, because I would go Protect and then go into Dhelmise, because Dhelmise honestly looks really nice this match. Or do I just double Expanding Force and go into my back too. Just sack both of them and then max Dhelmise. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna double expanding force, sack them both, not Dynamax or Gmax or whatever. See, follow me. That's not gonna do anything. I don't care about that. Because we are going to go for this. That is good damage. Alright, this one won't do as much. It's enough to take out Blastoise though, so that is absolutely perfect. I will take that. We do activate the berry on the Togekiss, so that's good. This not being a crit kiss is definitely a very good thing, and I will definitely take it. So yeah, not maxing there, definitely our best play. I mean, technically we could have maxed and guaranteed a knockout on Blastoise. Conkeldurr. Okay. Are we in Mach Punch range from here though? Let's say you're guts but not burned. How much does Mach Punch do? 23%. Yes, that is plenty. I have to follow me here. And expanding force. Oh, we actually see the detect. Okay, so probably... Oh, we see the double protect. Okay. So they're just stalling out my my Trick Room, which is not good. I would have liked to have already been in Dhelmise by now. That also could have been a free switch into Dhelmise too. Although this thing may carry the Ice Punch, which would not be good. I'm gonna make the same play. It's obvious, but like, I need to direct that Mach Punch away from Hatterene so that I can get an expanding force off, because that really starts to pressure this Conkeldurr. And the Conkeldurr can max if it wants to. I have a feeling that's what we're going to see. But we have Azu in the back and all that good stuff. So I'm not terribly worried about it. Now Azu is naturally faster than this, but we're not invested, obviously. I wonder if the Conkeldurr is invested in speed at all. No Mach Punch. Okay. Conkeldurr just goes down. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Hatterene's just too strong, man. Hatterene's too strong. Dazzling Gleam, this should be a double knockout. Nope, we still get Indeedee, so that is fine by me. We are going to go straight into Dhelmise here. Now, is it Cinderace in the back or is it Rillaboom? Cinderace. Okay. That makes things a little tricky. Alright, that makes things tricky. Togekiss really isn't that big of an issue right now. If I max though, doesn't that... This lowers his defense. But can we even live if we're both maxed? That's the question. I don't know if Dhelmise lives this. Dhelmise guarantees lives a max flare. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and max this, actually. And this will lower his defense. Not that that really matters all that much. But, yeah, I really wanted to max this game. If we can get this low enough, we might be able to still clean up with Azu. I think having a Azumarill in the back will still be clutch, because we've got Aqua Jet to take out Togekiss whenever we want. It's just a matter of dealing with this Cinderace, which is a massive threat. Togekiss actually protects, so that's actually perfect, because we're just going to direct away whatever it wanted to go for. And it didn't follow me either, so this is just a free hit onto the onto the Cinderace. I'll take it. As that does right at half. We'll take those. So the perfect turn here would be him going for a Max Flare or Fireball. Yep. Yep, that's gonna go into Indeedee. It's gonna knock it out. That is fine. Now, a can we do half to a Cinderace? Ooh, not Dynamaxed. Aqua Jet? Oh, it's a roll. It's a roll with Life Orb. Because we're adamant. So, I think our play here is Aqua Jet and Phantasm. Yeah, because I think this just puts my opponent in a position where they can't win, because this covers, yeah, the Aqua Jet covers the Follow Me, so that way we're going before the Dhelmise. And this will easily go ahead and knock this thing out, and then Dhelmise will pick up the KO on the Cinderace. So Dhelmise coming through, man. That's exactly how you want to see it. Hatterene was great early game, and then Dhelmise was just, wait. Trick Room is not up anymore, but we don't live it. Did he crit us? He crit us. There I go, start bragging about stuff, and then I get crit. I get crit. It happens. It happens. Because we did live that. We did live that without the crit. So basically, it all comes down to whether or not we get the roll on Aqua Jet. He's at about 50%. So if he is at exactly 50%, it's a 43% chance to Oko, which he's a slightly below, looks like. So it looks like this is about a 50-50. Yeah, this is probably about a 50-50. I mean, it's all we can do. Can we get it? We got it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we get... Okay, we traded crit for crit. That's fair. We traded crit for crit. Crit could have mattered there. Crit definitely mattered for him. I'll take it. So, the team coming through game one. I like this. I like this. I'm not normally one to play the hard Trick Room stuff because I just feel like I don't play Trick Room all that well. But I like this team. That was cool, and it's really unique stuff. I always like bringing the different stuff. I don't like bringing all this top 10 stuff, all that stuff that's getting banned. I don't like bringing it. So, I like this team. This is cool. Let's get game two. All right, match number 2 on the day, and we see Porygon Z and a Dragalge. Two very strong threats. So Dragalge obviously has the Bulldoze strats with the Dusclops, so that's interesting to see. We also have the Rillaboom on that squad, so Dhelmise doesn't look too bad. Actually, Dhelmise looks pretty dang good in this match. We do have to watch out for the Dragalge. That's one thing we need to watch out for, but we do have Hat and Indeedee that helps to deal with that. I like Porygon 2 more than Hatterene here, or is that a lie? Or is that a lie? I mean, I feel like my opponent leads would bring the Rillaboom in this spot, right? Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Porygon 2. I'm gonna bring Scizor in this match because I think Scizor is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is what I want. Is this what I want? Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. I haven't tried this configuration yet. I normally try to bring Dhelmise to almost every game, but I just don't think he fit in this one. Dragalge is probably going to be something we see early on, so I don't really want to... As we see... Okay. That's fine. That's actually totally fine. So I wonder if my opponent tries to go for Trick Room of his own, thinking that I'm going to go for it. You know, those whole mind games. We do get the special attack raise, which is good. And we do actually carry Shadow Ball, from what I remember, on this Porygon 2, specifically for Dusclops. So, found my Eviolite. Ooh, big shocker there. Okay. So what does Incineroar go for? not really much, I wouldn't say. So I'm actually going to Helping Hand Shadow Ball here. How important is Trick Room in this match? I mean, it's important, especially for the Porygon Z. Because if that Porygon Z comes out here and we don't have Trick Room set up, that's bad. But I'm also scared of my opponent also clicking Trick Room here. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. It's not going to OHKO. I don't expect it to OHKO at all. But, you know, it'll do some good damage. You can't do that. Yeah, I was not scared of Fake Out there at all. That's good damage. Now give me Trick Room. Oh, that's Nightshade. We're both normal types. Okay, so that's an absolutely perfect first turn. Nothing happened. I'll take it. Okay, so now that was with Helping Hand, and that's kind of the issue here. So yeah, I don't really think my opponent can do a whole lot in this one. So this turn I'm going to click Expanding Force just to get some more damage. I'm going to go ahead and set Trick Room then. We see Ally Switch. That actually doesn't affect me at all this turn. So we're not going to affect the big kitty. That's fine. Boop. Dusclops is almost gone. We do see a Darkest Lariat. That's going to hurt. But it should not knock out. Nope, doesn't. Very good. And there's Trick Room. Okay. So with this Trick Room, we should be able to underspeed about anything that we need to outside of this Dusclops. So I want to go ahead and go for that. And, I could swap Porygon 2 out here, actually. Yeah, I'm going to switch Porygon 2 out into Azu. He doesn't seem to have, like, Will-O-Wisp or anything, so that's kind of what I was fearing. Ally Switch again. Okay. I'm assuming we just see Darkest Lariat again. Yeah, we do. Does that knock out Indeedee? It does. Okay, that's fine. That is actually totally fine. So do we go back into Porygon 2 here? Yeah, I'm going to go back into it. As long as Incineroar's around, I do not want to be taking a Flare Blitz on my Scizor, because that could be really nice late game. It does really well against Rillaboom, so that's fine. And we really don't need the Psychic Terrain anymore. So I'm going to click Shadow Ball on Dusclops, go ahead and knock that out. And we're just going to go ahead and Max Geyser into this. If you want to Ally Switch, Dusclops still goes down. So we're picking up a KO on Dusclops either way. And Incineroar isn't really threatening me all that much right now. So I'm totally fine with this. Let's go. I love Azumarill. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Okay, hits me with Parting Shot. Not the best. Not the best. But whatever he goes into is getting ready to take a Max Geyser. So choose wisely. Porygon Z. I don't believe you chose wisely. So this is gonna be no more Dusclops. So I'll take that. And then big Max Geyser on this, also setting Rain so that we're gonna be doing more next time, which is great. And it's gone. Yeah, Porygon Z was kind of the win condition, and now it's gone. It didn't. Yeah, no. Even at -1, there was absolutely. Let me make sure there was absolutely zero chance, but I have a feeling there was absolutely zero chance. Yeah, no, non-rain Max Geyser does 148 minimum. Yeah, no, there was absolutely no chance. Okay, so Rillaboom being the one in the back means that we need to get rid of Incineroar, and then we'll be okay. Basically is what that means. So, let me make sure Trick Room is still up. Yeah, we got 2 more turns. I don't have max guard. I don't have max guard on my Azumarill, so we're gonna have to take a Grassy Glide, which is unfortunate. But I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Beam just for a little bit of damage there, and then we're gonna max Geyser. Let me make sure this is the one that does more. Yeah, this is. Into the Kitty, and if we can get rid of the Incineroar, then Scizor will win in the back. So actually maxing here may have been a misplay because, unless it's Incineroar for some reason. Yeah, no, Rillaboom. So I would have maxed next turn, and the reason is because now you lose priority, and whether it's Gmax or not. All right, so now you can fake that out, but that's not really a big deal. Yeah. So you had to do big damage to my Azumarill before it knocked out your Incineroar, because now that Incineroar's gone, you don't have a check for, so now we see Overgrowth, yeah. You don't have a check for the Scizor now. So I think Porygon 2 Scizor just kind of wins the 2v1 here. But Azumarill putting in work, and then hopefully Scizor will too. Let's go ahead and get a Rillaboom here loaded up. Let's see what... Now, I don't know what set this is, obviously. Let's see. Max Quake's, if it carries Max Quake off of high horsepower, that does a ton to Scizor. In fact, it's an Oko, so this thing is still a threat. Don't get me wrong. So we'll go ahead and Ice Beam this, and I'm gonna Protect on this. Try to stall out this Dynamax, but I think if we can stall Dynamax out, then I think we'll be all right. Ice Beam does an okay amount. That's not terrible. Max Knuckle. Oh, we didn't have to Protect. He's going after Porygon, but it's like, you see how little that does? And we click Recover before he can hit us again. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. So, I'll click Ice Beam again, and I'm gonna go ahead and just click X Scissor. I don't think I need to Swords Dance here. I think that just adds too much risk. Oh, look at that damage. Let's go. Overgrowth, you're not knocking out either one of us with that. I don't think. Yeah, Porygon lives. And Ice Beam. Almost enough, not quite. But yeah, he can't knock us both out now. So yeah, we're totally fine here. So GG, that's gonna be all of the game. That is one thing I really like about Scizor, is that it can deal with this pretty easily. There's not really anything that it can do to me. So yeah, knocks out Porygon, that's fine. I'm totally fine letting that go down. It did more than its share. And then we'll go ahead and knock this out with Scizor. So there we go, GG, good game number 2. We take those. Awesome team. Although I haven't gotten to click Steel Roller yet. I want to be able to click Steel Roller, because that's kind of the whole point, because multiple things on this team carry Steel Roller. So let's see if we can't click that next game. But so yeah, really awesome game 2. And as you all know, we always do 3, so I'll see you in the last one. All right, last match of the day, and we see a Dracozolt, which is cool to see. And then everything else is pretty normal. Grimmsnarl hasn't been super common since the beginning of VGC. But yeah, I think this is another Hat and DD game. Yeah, I would say this is a Hat and DD game. How does Dhelmise look? Dhelmise looks decent. I'm not sure how we deal with Dracozolt, though. Dracozolt seems like a problem. We may have to max the Hatterene in this one. We're gonna need Azu here. We need Azu pretty bad. Do we need Dhelmise or Scizor in the back? This is a tough one. I'm kind of feeling Dhelmise. Yeah, I'm feeling Dhelmise. We just have to be careful with Charizard. But if we get rid of Charizard, then we should be able to deal with everything else. Question mark. This looks like a tougher matchup. I'm not really sure what to do against Dracozolt, though. That's definitely an odd mon that you don't really see much anymore, but I have a feeling we will start seeing here very soon. So we'll have to see. So, what are your leads? Charizard, Togekiss. Okay. That's not too bad. So we might see like maybe like a Heat Wave, Dazzling Gleam. That seems like a possibility. I don't know if that knocks out Hatterene though, which is, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and follow me and try to get the Trick Room off here. And we'll just have to see what happens. If they decide to max either one, then we're basically guaranteed to get Trick Room off. So, seeing a max here would be fantastic, but it's in my opponent's best interest to not max just yet. Man, it's gonna be so weird knowing that this Hatterene and DD strat, you're not gonna see it again for a while. Starting in Series 6. That's gonna be so weird. Not having to prep for that in team building. Or just in DD at all. Psychic Terrain in general. Without setting it yourself. So we do see the max on the Charizard, which makes some sense. I get it. Which means we might just be maxing our Azumarill this match. So we're gonna go for the Follow Me here. We probably see a Dazzling Gleam and a Wildfire. Yep, there's the Wildfire. Yeah, Indeedee takes that quite easily. And Air Slash, actually. Okay. Probably a double up into the Hatterene, just in case I clicked Protect on that or something. But yeah, that is a easy Trick Room. We take those. Now, is it worth maxing Hatterene here? Or do we preserve it? That's the question. Because we could just as easily Follow Me, switch into Azu. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I don't think Hatterene's our play. I don't think Hatterene's the play here. And Dhelmise, honestly, like, once these two are gone, Dhelmise runs up on his team. So if we can deal with these two, we might just be okay. So we see a Follow Me. Do we see a Follow Me from the other team too? We do. Okay, so we're not taking 2 attacks. We're only taking 1. That's good. That's always a good thing. Wildfire. Again, this should knock out, right? It does? Okay. We do lose our Indeedee, but it did its job. It got Azumarill in safely. I mean, somewhat safely. Wildfire still hurts like crazy. Okay. Do we go back into Hatterene here? We can't go Dhelmise yet. Dhelmise is just really bad right now. It loses to both of these mons. So we're going back into Hatterene here. And so now we're going to start doing some damage. I'm going to click Geyser here. It might get redirected, but either way, that's okay. Because, you know, it's going to weaken the fire type moves because we set Rain and he's not setting Sun because of the Wildfire. So that is one thing that you have to think about when you go for the Gigantamax stuff is, I think the Gigantamax factor is fantastic here in doing a 6th damage every turn. I mean, that's kind of busted, but also, you know, I'm able to pretty effectively weaken it right here. So yeah, we do see the Follow Me. Could have gone for the Steel move, but I think it's okay. We're gonna get an Expanding Force off, which does a ton of damage. And Max Geyser. The only thing I'm concerned about is a possible max overgrowth. If this thing carries Solar Beam, we could be in some trouble. Do we see overgrowth? Airstream. Okay. We can live that. And we just got rid of the redirection. And we have more turns of Dynamax than my opponent does, so... That's a very dramatic reaction. Okay, so this should be shrink time, right? I think this is shrink time for you. But I should still have 2 more turns. All right. Corviknight. Not what you want to see, really. But it's not the worst in the world, I guess. So... we can Mystical Fire into this just for some extra damage. And then Geyser into this. If it protects, it protects. But I feel like if it had a protecting move, it would have gone for Max Guard right there. Well, I mean, it had Follow Me support, so I don't know. But we'll just have to see. I mean, if not, then something else is going to take a Max Geyser. And, you know, not really anything wants to take a Max Geyser from a huge power Azumarill. It's kind of busted. Alright, we do see the Protect. There's the Protect. Well, I'm glad we went for Mystical Fire. It's not going to do much because it's in the rain. We're going to lower our own special attack because of the Mirror Armor. But we probably just get knocked out to a Iron Head here anyway. And that just knocks out anyway, so that's fine. Not really worried about the Protect there because, yeah, I figured in the rain, it's going to do a ton of damage. All right, and we see Iron Head, Iron Defense. Okay, that's a concern. I am concerned about that. I am very much concerned about that. Although we're immune to Body Press on Dhelmise, so if this thing doesn't carry Brave Bird and only carries like Steel and Fighting, then Dhelmise actually is good. Dracozolt. Okay, is this the last turn of Trick Room? It is. We've got to get this Dracozolt out of here. Dazzling Gleam. Starfall. Yeah, the Dracozolt's got to go. Because if we get rid of Dracozolt, then we're good. Then we can deal with Corviknight. Do it. That's a good chunk. And the double up is going to go into it. No more Dracozolt. Get out of here. Alright, so we should be able to chip away at this thing. Now, it does have Roost, I'm sure. You know, so I mean, it's still a threat, obviously. But, you know, eventually we're going to crit. Iron Defense again. Makes sense. Eventually we're going to crit. Right? Right? Alright, no more Trick Room. The big question is whether or not it has Brave Bird. That is the question of the day. I guess we just click Trick Room again. Yeah, and this has a chance to lower defense, so yeah, Body Press into Hatterene. That's still doing 0. So I don't think you... Look at how much that still does at +4. That's insane how much that does at +4. And this is Corviknight. This is not something that is not bulky. That's insane damage. We'll just click... Wait. We'll just click Dazzling Gleam here. It's going to do a little bit. And then Liquidation will do a lot of it. This will tickle. That's I would consider that a slight tickle. Liquidation. Get out of here. All right. So, awesome game 3. I will take it. And Azumarill even hangs on. We didn't even have to send out Dhelmise. They were just too scared. It's fine. So yeah, that's an awesome showcase of this team. So, if you want to try out this team, it's an awesome team. Of course, the Pokepaste, if you want to use it on Showdown, is down below. And right here on screen is going to be the code. So if you look for this team online, the code actually has expired. So this is my recreation of the team. I had to go through and actually remake all of the mons for this team because I think it's just awesome. So this is a new code that you can use for this team. So yeah, I hope you guys go out there and use it and win all your games and all that good stuff. So we will see you all on Wednesday for another Wi-Fi battle. And don't forget that sub goal of 150 by my birthday. So we'll see y'all later. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.